Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 5th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe and hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. Sorry about that, Taurus. There's a dog freaking out outside, but it's just a dog. So, Taurus, let's see what is going on for you this week. And Taurus, let's see here. I'm doing the readings a little bit differently this week. Basically, what I'm doing is pulling 3 oracle cards that are going to cover one story per oracle card. So there's like 3 stories that could potentially resonate with you for this week. And then at the end, I'm going to wrap everything all together. So definitely stick around to the end. But Taurus, in story number 1 here, we have the blessed card. I feel like you are very blessed with this card. So I feel like there could be a lot of blessings coming in for you here. I do feel like this is saying you need to stick with something here. You have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is my card of competition, challenges, things like that. But to me, it's more of a card of like working out. I always tell people always tell me they want things to get easier. And I always say, like, don't wish for things to get easier, wish to get better. Because, it's like working out. If we worked out and we kept working out with weights that were too easy for us, we wouldn't grow. We would just stay the same. So I feel like this is kind of like a little bit of pressure that's being applied, but little by little. And I feel like it could be making you very successful. Yep, this is very successful story number 1 here. You have the 2 Wands, success, chariot, victory as well. So love it. Next, you have the 2 of Wands here and the 7 of Cups. I feel like some of you have recently focused on something here, row number 1. I feel like in story number 1 here, this could be a focus, something that you've been deciding, that, like a cup that you wanted to fill. And the 2 Wands, I feel like, is just saying that you have taken the lead. You have decided that you want to make something happen. So I feel like you are kind of taking the lead here. I feel like it's given you the whole world in your hands. Like on the 2 of Wands here, this person has the whole world in their hands. So it's like they are in a lot of control, or they're gaining a lot of control over their life because of it. Next, we have for you row number 1 here, we have the chariot, so some sort of victory coming in for you, and the hermit. Yeah, I feel like, again, some of you maybe took some time, some like inner time. I feel like maybe you took some introspection time to decide what you wanted to do. Maybe in your life with this 7 of Cups, it's like maybe you were deciding that you want to love. Maybe you were deciding what you wanted in business or in work or whatever. And I feel like the 7 of Cups is just saying, once you make the choice with the 2 Wands there, it's like you will be blessed with that oracle card, and victory here as well. For others, this could just represent making very difficult decisions or choices. It's kind of interesting because in the daily readings, Taurus, you get you have had the 2 of Swords quite a few times, which is about like needing to make a difficult decision. So I feel like some of you have recently made some sort of decision. I feel like it's going to lead to a victory here with with that chariot. So love it. Some of you could be thinking about moving as well. Obviously, with current situation, yes, I realize that it's like, not that easy to do, but some of you could still be doing it. Finally, here you have the 5 Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. It's like you are strengthening yourself. Like I said, you are becoming the king, is what I'd say in this first row. I feel like you are becoming very blessed. The King of Pentacles, I always say, to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have everything you want in life, but it's pretty damn close, Taurus. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're at least going to be feeling very stable. The 5 of Wands is, like I said, chaos, or, can represent conflict and competition. But the 5 of Wands, to me, these people are training. They are not fighting. To me, they are kind of like learning through battle. And I feel like you have done a lot of learning. I do feel like there's like an element of needing to push yourself here with the 5 of Wands. I do feel like it's saying it would be good for you to get a little bit uncomfortable. But at the same time, I feel like there's like abundance and success coming in for you here. Next, for story number 2 this week, we have the message in the bottle card. I feel like some of you could be getting positive communication here, probably something you've been waiting for. I literally feel like it could be in any area of your life. It could be in love, it could be in money, business, whatever. So I feel like you could be getting communication that you've been waiting for here. I almost feel like saying that you're like finding a recipe to success, is what I feel like saying. Like, I feel like there's something in this bottle. I feel like you're finding something, but like inside of it, there's going to be a lot of like, successful ideas or something like that with the message in a bottle. Next, for this same story, we have the 9 of Cups and the Star. Look at this. Dream come true. Like 2 wishes. Are you kidding me? This is very positive for you, Taurus. So I feel like there are wishes coming in for you here with the 9 of Cups. Something that will lead to fulfillment. The Star card is like a card of renewal. So I feel like in a lot of ways, a lot of you are feeling very like rested and relaxed this week with these two cards, but definitely heading towards some sort of wish, probably through some information or something that you are learning. Like I said, either this is either communication or it's like you're figuring something out is what I'd say. And I feel like it's going to lead to total fulfillment. Weird as well, I feel really good about the star for you. I always feel good about the star, but I feel extra good for you here, Taurus. I feel like this is talking about like reusing your energy is what's popping into my head or something like that. I feel like the star is a card of hope and faith, but for you, I feel like the reason that you're getting hope off of this card for you is like I feel like you're putting your energy into something and it's like you're getting a positive return. So that's very good for work. Next here you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to set yourself free. You have a lot of control cards here, so I feel like you need to set yourself free. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. Nine of Pentacles says you could have this. Look, you could have anything you wish for here with these cards. So I feel like in a lot of ways this is about needing to set yourself free. For others, I feel like this is just kind of like you sitting in independence. The Eight of Pentacles to me can represent having luxuries. It is a card of gratitude as well. Obviously, if we are stuck with the Eight of Swords due to the current virus situation, Eight of Swords being stuck in prison, self-quarantine, right? Then the Nine of Pentacles is like saying, try to be grateful or try to find the lesson or try to find the thing that could be very valuable for you in this isolation. So that's what I would say to you. And that could be, by the way, the Eight of Swords is like a card of rest, relaxation as well. It is a card of vacation in a lot of ways. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying like make sure to get plenty of rest and all that other stuff. Next, we have the Three of Wands here and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is saying don't let something slip away. Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment. I feel like you're getting information here with these cards. Like I said, that message in a bottle, information, or it's like you are finding, I feel like you're almost finding some sort of recipe for success is what I feel like saying here on this middle row. I feel like it's something that will set you free here, but it's like don't let it, don't let it get away with this Five of Cups. I feel like something slipping through your fingers. This Three of Wands, I feel like is saying take control. Three of Wands to me is like a card of waiting for the perfect moment. It says there never will be a perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. So I feel like some of you need to do that there. Next, finally, in the final story here, we have the Come to the Edge card for this week for you, Taurus. Again, I feel like some of you, this is kind of like a repeating story is what I would say. The Come to the Edge card to me says push yourself to the limits. To me, this card says push yourself past the point where you would normally give up on something or quit something. And there's going to be a lot of success for, in doing that. So I feel like some of you need to do that here with that card. Next, you have the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yeah, definitely resting and relaxing this week as well. To me, this is like saying push the boundaries. With this card here, the Come to the Edge card, and these two cards here, I feel like it's saying push the boundaries of your dreaming. Or, I feel like you need to dream big and then multiply it by 10 is what I'd say here. The Four of Swords, there's a stained glass window up here. And to me, it represents him dreaming or kind of like having fantasies and dreams about his life or what he wants in the future. And I feel like you need to dream big. I literally just feel like this is saying dream big in a lot of ways. Next, you have the King of Swords and Knight of Cups. Dream big. Knight of Cups is your fantasies. It is the dream. It is your dream life. Knight of Cups. He's looking into that cup and he's trying to think about the things that he can manifest in his life. I feel like this Knight of Swords or the King of Swords here is saying remove restrictions. Like you could be thinking like, oh, I want to start a multi-billion-dollar company. And you could be saying to yourself, but I'm too old, I can't do it. The King of Swords says, get rid of all that crap. That says, get rid of the what ifs, get rid of the I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too whatever, right? So I feel like you need to get rid of all those things. The Knight of Cups says you can have something that sweeps you off your feet. You can have something that makes you very, very successful, but you have to get rid of this right here. Normally, I feel very positive about the King of Swords, but I don't. So in your reading, I don't think it's bad. I feel like it's just saying remove restrictions, remove those thoughts. And look, you have this right here, the Page of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Page of Swords says childlike thinking. Page of Swords wants you to be curious and wants you to think like a child. Children don't think about limits, right? They just do, for the most part, most children just do stuff, right? And they don't even think about consequences or anything like that. I feel like, in society we look at this as a bad thing, but really it's a good thing. Really we need to be pushing our limits, and really that's how we grow. Five of Wands right here. So I feel like for some of you, this is about like childlike thinking and needing to not worry about any boundaries that you think exist. That's the problem. Four of Swords. I think you think that with this Come to the Edge card that boundaries exist when they just don't. So I feel like some of you need to kind of remove boundaries or get out of your head in a lot of ways. So I love this. You are the only sign where the three kind of stories kind of fit together in a lot of ways. So I definitely like to see that. It's good for you. But definitely a lot of dreaming here. I mean, this whole top row is crazy. You have that 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups, like taking control of your dreams. The 7 of Cups, it can be being spoiled for choice. It can be dreaming up a lot of options. 9 of Cups, the Star, you getting something you wish for, getting something you want, but also kind of like dreaming of your dream life and, you know, kind of things that will make you fulfilled. And then in this last row here, 3 of Swords with that 4 of Swords. Again, 4 of Swords still dreaming here with the 4 of Swords. That 3 of Swords, I feel like is saying that you could be needing to get started for some reason. That's not what the 3 of Swords means. Just so everybody knows, I read intuitively. I don't necessarily use the meanings of the cards, but that 3 of Swords, for some reason, maybe it's saying like you will be sad if you don't get started, because 3 of Swords is a card of sadness, and that's kind of like what I feel here. What else is important? I do feel like if you're looking for love, there definitely could be love this week. Could be an air sign. Knight of Cups, Knight in shining armor. King of Swords, definitely could be an air sign. Page of Swords, air sign. It could also be, you also have Virgo and Cancer and Aquarius stand out to me here in this reading. So it could be anyone, it could be any sign, just a general reading. But I feel like it would be, if there's love coming in, it would be a Knight in shining armor, someone who sweeps you off your feet. That King of Swords also says it would be someone who's very mature. They could be older than you. That's not always true. It could just be someone who carries themselves in a very mature way. So that's what I got for you here. But I like this a lot. I mean, I really feel like your only focus should be pushing yourself. Pushing yourself to the edge here with this. I also feel like with this middle row, I do get like an element, that message in a bottle. I feel like there's literally something inside of a bottle. That could be literal for some of you. But I feel like for some of you, it's like saying there's hidden information, or there's information that's hard to access. I almost feel like you have to break something, is what I feel like saying with these cards. Because that, like, I feel like with that bottle, it's like maybe there's something inside of it, but you have to break it. You have this 3 of Swords, and what else do you have? This 5 of Cups, and that 8 of Swords. It's like by holding on to something, or by not allowing something to break, I feel like you're preventing yourself from like finding information that you need. So very interesting, but very good. So thank you again, Taurus. Let me know what you think of this spread. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it, and enjoy your week.